I want to draw attention to the lumbar spine. Many people receive back injuries into the lumbar spine, herniated discs, simply because there's so much compression that occurs in this bent over position. How do we know that? In the early 80s, some research was done where they took needles and put them directly into the cartilage of the lumbar spine. And they measured from laying positions, sitting positions, standing positions, hyperextended positions, the amount of pressure into the discs. And they measured it in kilograms. And I have to tell you that the worst position of all positions, on your back, laying on your front, doing the hyperextension prone exercises on your back, on your front, all those did not compare to the loads of being in the sitting position with a round back and then having to pick the dumbbells up off the floor. So if you are a trainer of the 21st century and you want to be known for credibility, never, ever get your client to pick up weight like this, especially if they sit all day, and which is very common now that we have so many computers in the workforce and at home, and they drive to and from work. Lots of sitting, lots of pressure in the lower back. So how are we going to fix all this? Never get people picking up things from a sitting position with the back round. So if you do want to do this, give me the chest up, at least engage the erector spinae, and that will take some of the force out of the lumbar discs. Second, I get rid of the bench. All right, so I'm going to pull the bench out, stand up, good. So put the dumbbells down on the floor, good. So he stands up, he says, I want to do a reverse fly. He squats down, because we've taught him how to squat, so go ahead and pick him up. Just pick him up naturally, and there you go. Now he's in his position. If he gets tired of doing this, then he can go to sit down on the bench, like so, and he's done. All right? He puts the dumbbells down on his thigh, but he doesn't bend down and roll out again. Or stand up. If he is fatigued, go ahead, get into the bent over row position. Good. He does his flies out, reverse flies. He's tired. Then he just bends his knees, puts the dumbbells down, and then stands up again. Or, better yet, he has the dumbbells already elevated on the bench in front of him. So this is Andre's #1 preferred starting position on all lifts in the bent over position until the individual is strong enough to get all their joints to bend down and lift from the floor. This is what I want all trainers, or I suggest all trainers, to do with their clients. It makes you look really credible in the gym. It makes you look like you've got a really good understanding of care for the client, and it's what people see you do that gets you clients and gets you more credibility amongst your peers. So, same thing, same exercise, but instead of going to the floor, you pick it up from the bench, and look, he's already in position, up, down he goes, doesn't have to touch the bench, up again, and then down. Now, if you go to the fly section, the dumbbell chest fly, it's the same concept. When the weight is down here, he's moving the weight horizontally. It's like you're actually just pushing a car, not lifting the car. So, if you are using dumbbells, then you want to stop at 45-degree angle, come back up, 5 seconds, down, up, 5 seconds, down, nice alignment. Now he starts to fatigue, he can't do it anymore, and he puts the weights down, and he stands back up. That's proficiency, that's taking safety into consideration, that's taking the person's limitations in the lower body into consideration, and at the same time makes the trainer look quite credible.